Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be testing out some of the newer makeup that I purchased. I am super excited to go ahead and try this with you guys. So if you saw my last haul, some of these products are from that haul. So if you want to know how they work, how they perform, do I like them, do I recommend them, keep on watching. So not everything is going to be brand spanking new. I am going to be just using some OG products. I will let you know though every step that I'm taking, but I of course will let you know what products are new and what products aren't. This is just a OG product that I have. It's the Vanish Airbrush Primer Hourglass. So as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, maybe if I hold it back you can see like it's down to here. So it is a loved primer of mine. My skincare is all done, as well as my sunscreen is on, so the skin is all prepped. For foundation, I'm going to go in with the Glossier foundation. This one is the Stretch Fluid Foundation in the shade Medium 1. So I do have a little bit of a tan from summer. I'm not my palest yet. My skin here, like my face, is basically as pale as I will probably get this winter, maybe a little bit more, but I always match my face to my body. So I am holding on a little bit of a tan. I tried using my winter shade foundations and they were just still too light, so we will see. This is not a brand spanking new foundation, but I only used it maybe 2 or 3 times. I picked it up I think at the last Sephora VIB sale, and I do like this foundation. I can't say that I wore it enough to like fully recommend it or paid much attention to it to really recommend it, but I do like it. I'm just going to take my finger and just kind of, this right here is like a double pimple and it keeps getting dry, and then I get rid of the dry skin and then it's just a vicious cycle. So I did clean it up and hopefully I can just leave it alone. Leave it alone, Zara. And I know this is not going to look my shade right now, but just give it a moment. I'm using a beauty blender sponge, but I have learned to really enjoy the beauty blender versus other sponges, and I kind of get the hype now, you know, like other sponges are good and they definitely do the job, and if you've never tried a beauty blender before, you may never know the difference, and I recommend not trying a beauty blender because then you may not want to go back. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like sponges at the drugstore, I haven't tried the Real Technique one in a while. Just end up not liking that one anymore, and that was like a decision I made like a long time ago at this point. But yeah, but the e.l.f., I think it's the e.l.f. Total Face sponge, the purple one, they changed the sponge texture. I got that sponge and I was like, this feels so like different. I don't know. I feel like a lot of sponges nowadays feels like the Morphe sponge, like that red one. I never liked that sponge. I like my sponges to be way more squishier and just spongier. I don't like the really firm feeling. I don't know. I promise you we will get into new makeup, okay? I promise. But I am going to use the Born This Way Ethereal Light Illuminating Concealer. I'm just trying to use concealers that I don't use very often on my channel because I feel like I use the same stuff like over and over again. This concealer is very creamy. I feel like I would reach for it if it was just a little bit more lighter, because I feel like it's almost like, especially in the summer, it just kind of meshes in with my concealer. It doesn't give me any type of brightness. It is all ready for our cream products. e.l.f. came out with the Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour, which I am really, really excited. I got mine in the shade Light, and it doesn't say anything else. It just says Light. So that's the shade that I got. I'm very excited. Let's see. I think they're going to be pigmented just like the blushes. The blushes are pigmented. So I rather will start with a light hand and just build. See, the shade that was like right behind this one looked way too dark for me. This one I feel like I can probably build up, and I don't want it to be too intense anyways today. Like I can see it, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little too dark as well. Try to keep my contour a little high. This is the Duo Cream and Face Powder brush. I think e.l.f. came out with a Duo brush, because this one came out when they came out with, I think, their new CC cream, the hydrating one. That's when they came out with this one. So I think they came out with a new bronzer duo brush. But if you have this one, and I think it's very similar, except for that one is a little more thinner and angled for like contouring. So if you feel like you need it, I think they do have that. So yeah, I'm just working in baby steps, because what I've been learning is that certain cream products just dry way too fast on me, and then it looks weird. I'm not saying that it's the case with this. I'm just learning from past mistakes. And so I'm just kind of working in sections. Oh, that blended beautifully. Do you see how it's like perfect though? It's not too much. It's not too like bold, but it's just giving me enough to chisel me a little bit. Just gonna use what's left on the brush just to give me a little bit of contour in the eye. I do like that. I do like that a lot. And I think if I would have got the shade a little bit darker, it will show up a little bit more. And I know now in the summertime, if I want a darker shade, to just go up a little bit, but I like it. I do like it. Okay, so for blush, I think I'm gonna go a little bit more fall themed, and we're gonna go with the Copper Etiquette. I didn't know if I wanted to use Cheeky Leech. I think I'm gonna go with this one. So this is a new blush shade from the Camo Liquid Blush line from e.l.f. Again, pigmented, okay? Do not go crazy on me, okay? Don't go crazy on me. I went a little too low, but that's okay. And when we powder, things are gonna obviously look a little bit better. These blushes, just like the Rare Beauty ones, will last you forever. Forever. Maybe one dot. Maybe one dot. I like the shade. It's literally perfect. I feel like it would be good for summer too, because it kind of gives you like that burnt look, the burnt cheek look. But I think it's so great and warm for fall too. So I just love e.l.f. has just been killing it so much lately. It's insane. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to set this face because I am, of course, very dewy. And I, for one, am not dry enough to just walk around like this. So we are going to be using the Kimchi Puff Pass Set and Bake powder. So I just recently got this in a BoxyCharm for my October's BoxyCharm box, and so I did use it like 2 times already, and I have been liking it. And so I love the One Size and I love the Huda Beauty, but they're both like in the pink shade, and I really only like wearing those when I'm wearing like pink blushes, because I feel like it just blends everything in so good. How that just blurs. No powder. Now I didn't get set down here. I just set right here. So good. And this is a pretty affordable powder too. And they do have it, I think, now in like the pink shade as well. Then I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm just going to set where else? What is going on? There's something in my brush. Oh my god. Guys, I think I forgot to blend the contour and bronzer. You guys probably saw that. I was like, what is happening? But I forgot to blend, and so oh my god. It was just not looking good. I was like, what is on my... Now that I am set, it's looking good. It's looking natural. It's looking very like clean girl makeup, which is what I was going for today. To set my brows, I'm just going to go in with my try and true. This is the NYX The Brow Glue in dark brown. As you can see, it's very well loved. It's disgusting looking. Alright, so I'm just going to like let that dry a little bit. So we're going to go in with the Urban Decay Moon Dust eyeshadow palette. And so it just, oh my god, it looks so gorgeous. I swatched these in the haul that I did. They're just beautiful, okay? Beautiful. So the first shade I'm going to go into is VIP Only, if I'm reading the back in the correct order, but it's just like this matte shade right here. Now I'm going to look in the mirror behind my camera because the only thing about this is it doesn't have a mirror, so you have to look a different way. It's like the perfect starting transition shade. Oh, that blended so good. It's not patchy. I think we're gonna keep it just very simple for today, but I do want to go in with these darker shades, so believe me, you will see this palette again, I promise. But I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It just looks, I don't know, like that shift looks gorgeous. So we're just going to tap that all over that. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Fallout is a little bit there, but guys, that's a little cray cray. I love it. I love it. Okay. I actually just want to go in and just put, oh my god. I'm sorry. That just took it to a whole other level. What? I'm just playing with this palette right now. I mean, where am I going? I'm going grocery shopping. But I'm going to be doing it looking cute. I mean, come on. This is like a great like New Year's palette. I could just, I'm just going to go into this shade. I will say that you will get like glitter, and even if you do your makeup like afterwards, you may still get like some fallout, but so you can try to do it like your eye makeup first, but you will get some sparkles. Just saying, but it's fine. And then I'm just gonna take this like bone cream shade, and I'm just gonna kind of put that right here. Guys, I haven't done a eyeshadow shade in my brow in so long. Okay, I'm gonna use the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint pen, and just to give me some brow hairs. I know that looks a little scary because sometimes it comes out great and then other days it doesn't. When it gets too thick, which I forgot, I need to quick grab one. Just get a spoolie. Just get a spoolie. And then it just kind of fills in and just kind of adds like a little shadow right there, so it's not so bare. There are times where the flicks actually work out and it's pretty good, and then I just look like I have fake hairs there, but some days that's not the case. Why is this is usually pretty good. What's going on? Why are we falling? We're gonna curl our lashes. Nice squeeze at the end. Oh, this is the Tartelette Tubing Mascara. And then for lips, I'm gonna go in with the, what is this, Too Faced, I think? Yeah, Lip Injection Extreme Lip Shaper in the shade Puffy Nude. So this is not new. I had this for a bit now, but I wish this was like a little bit darker. I mean, it's there, you can see it, but I wish it was a little bit darker. But I felt like I thought this was going to be a good lip liner to pair with my new Anastasia Beverly Hills lippy. Ooh, the Tingle The tingle is starting to kick in. I do already have one of these. I don't know if I used it in a video or not in the past, but this one is in the shade Hush Rose. It's a newer shade that they just came out with. The model sold me. Okay, this looked so good on her lips. So here we go. It's definitely not like a bold lip color. I wish I would have chose a different lip liner, but I do like this. I like how it's just very muted, very everyday. Yes, especially in the wintertime. I don't know. It just reminds me, you know what it reminds me of? Like the Pillow Talk. I think Pillow Talk is a little bit more like peachier. Pillow Talk is just everything, okay? You're like, is it warm? Is it cool? Is it pink? Is it peach? You just don't know, right? But it just reminded me like of the just barely trying lips. I don't know. I do like it. I do like the shade. I don't think it's too pink. I don't think it's too muted, but it's definitely a nude. It's in the nude group, right? Okay. I'm going to go in with the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. One of my faves, okay? And honestly, I mean, if this is the only setting spray you're using, the bigger one will probably do you better. But I have like a couple setting sprays that I use, and so this small one has lasted me quite some time. And I definitely think I'll probably be picking up another one, if not in this sale, in the next sale for spring, because this will just lock my makeup into place in the hot heat versus the winter. I don't really have that issue. All right, that is everything. Hope you enjoyed this video. I mean, I basically liked everything that is new to me. I mean, e.l.f. just keeps killing it, and they're just so affordable. Yes, their price is upped a little bit since obviously them coming out, but obviously the quality and what they're coming out with is just so much better, and it's just deserving. So yes, thank you, e.l.f. for giving us good products on a budget. 100% appreciate that. Palette, when I recommend this palette, I think it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I think that you're getting like a good bang for your buck compared to how much these shadows cost individually. So I like it. Okay, like it. This powder, it's smoothing. It's great. It's just what I needed. So loving the powder. And then, yes. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Until next time. Bye.